What's up? What's up, y'all? I got on a little earlier. I don't play music, man. It's haram, man. I'm on my phone so I can see y'all lot. See what y'all chatting. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Before we get on here, man, I want to be on here. Sorry.
عابدا في بحور الغي والإثم غريقا كنت عابدا في قيود الذنب مملوكا رقيقا مد لي الشيطان من أسبابه حبلا وثيقا
Yo, what's
منكرات
going
كنت
on?
آتيها غروبا وشروقا.
What's going on, brother? All is well, brother. What about you? All is well. I'm doing good, brother. Trying to find something.
I wasn't born a savage. I wasn't born disciplined. I wasn't born with some unstoppable mindset. Into this world weak, fighting insecurities. Simple. We're weak, insecure, twisted legs, bad genetics, learning disabilities, zero confidence. I had pimp's blood in me, hustlers, liars, losers. That's my family tree. That's my start.
What's going on, Freddie?
And I'll be real with you, man. For
What's
a long
going
time,
on,
I believed
Ned?
that's all I could ever be. Here I looked
Welcome
in,
to
I
the
hated
chat.
the person staring back.
Welcome
lazy,
to the
fat,
stream.
lying to
We'll
myself
get a quick
every day.
workout in.
But here's the truth you don't want to hear. Life doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't matter if your parents fucked you up, if you were bullied, if you got disadvantages. The world will roll right over you. And if you don't fight back, you're done. When I'm young, I'm starting at rock bottom. And it was on me to decide if I'd stay there or build something else. And time to time, I made a handed choice. At 19, I walked into a doctor's office. I wanted the military to be my way out. I started proving I wasn't just another fat, insecure kid. The doctor looked at me. I x-rayed and said, fuck that. Your body's not built for this. Go get a job, sit down, set your life. In that moment, I had two options. Option one, take the easy road, listen to it, live a life of excuses and die of nobody. Option two, choose pain. Choose focus. Choose to fight against my own broken body and weak mind, no matter how bad it hurts. You do it. And if I'm being real, same choice you have every single day. To stay comfortable and die slowly, or walk straight into the fire and build yourself into something the world can't do. Well, the second door didn't make life easier. Don't think I walked out of that office and suddenly became David Goggins the Savage. Fuck no, I was still fat. Still insecure. Still watching. Still running from the truth. That weak voice in my head, it didn't disappear. It screamed loud. You're broken. So you're quit. You'll never make it. From time to time, repeat. Workouts. I took diets. I laid into a hated myself. But the difference is this, I kept showing up. I kept crawling forward. Something most people never want to admit. Weakness never leaves. You either face it every day or it owns you. And the only way to change is to suffer on purpose, over and over, until the suffering starts shaping you into something new. That's why I talk about the mirror.
It's going pretty good,
The
Tony.
hardest
What's going
truth about
on?
your face is the one staring back at you. That weak, lying,
What's
insecure,
going on with y'all?
reflection. That was me.
What's
And
up,
most people miss
Caleb?
you hate what you see, so you hide. You cover it up with lies, excuses, fake confidence.
Equal.
The mirror never
What's
lies.
going
I had to
on?
stand in front of it and admit, this is me. This fat, weak, broken kid. This quitter. This liar. Howard, that's who I am. And admitting that broke me, but it also freed me. Because once you own the truth, you can start building the savage. Until you do, you're just decorating weakness. And that shit will never last. The time I asked myself, what gave me the fire to keep going? It wasn't motivation. Motivation's bullshit. It fades. It wasn't inspiration either. I didn't have role models or some perfect mentor. What I had was hate. Hate for who I was. Hate for being fat, lazy, insecure, hiding from life. And hate into fuel. So every failure, every night I went to bed ashamed, I stacked it like logs on a fire.
It's going pretty good, man. Appreciate you asking. I don't like these commercials.
Fire pushed me into the pain, into the cold, into the grind. That's what you need to do. Stop running from the weak version of yourself. You stare him in the face and let him fuel you. Let him haunt you so bad you can't sleep. Then get up and go to war with him until he has no place left to hide. So understand this. Born weak, Bill Savage. I'm not selling you some slogan. I'm telling you the truth. I was weak as fuck. I was insecure. I was a liar. Choice by choice, day by day. And you can too. But only if you're willing to pay the price. And that price isn't once. 30 days. It's not a New Year's resolution. It's every single day for the rest of your life. Pain, sacrifice, discipline, honesty. That's the cost. But if you pay it,
To whatever. What's up, man?
before you wake up one day and realize you're not the same weak motherfucker.
I'll come through the live, hit the light.
And you realize you built someone new. Someone old you wouldn't even recognize. Every day I wake up and the world begins again. Look, man, time to time people think once you hit a certain level of success, you see. They think once you got the medals, the money, the books, the speeches, you're done fighting. That's a lie. Every fucking morning, the big version of me is standing at the edge of my bed waiting to grab me by the throat. That fat, insecure, lazy kid I used to be never died. He's right there whispering in my ear. He's staying dead. He's only. You don't need to go so hard. And I know if I don't armor up, if I don't step into the fight, he'll take me back to who I used to be. That's the real battle. Not against the world, but against myself. Voice doesn't scream. It whispers in ways that sound reasonable. You're hurt, rest up, you worked yesterday, you deserve a break today. You skip the run. It's too cold outside. And the fucked up part is, time to time, it makes sense. That's why so many people try. Because that weak voice doesn't sound like it. It sounds like comfort. It sounds like safety. But if you listen to it long enough, you end up living a life of excuses. Fat, broken, putting on myself, telling lies to cover it up. The weak voice was in every battle. And the more I listened, the stronger it got. That's how weakness survives. That's how growth. You feed it by giving in. Savage voice, the other side of me is always there too. It's just quiet, buried under the bullshit. At first, it's just a whisper. You can be more, and you can do better. I have. And I could have ignored it, but I chose to listen. If I listened, it got a little louder. That's how you build the savage voice. Build by feeding it with action. The bitch voice says stop, the savage voice says keep going. And when you follow through, when you actually do the hard thing, the savage voice grows more strong. It starts to overpower that weak-ass version of you. That's why I say this is a war. Both voices live inside you. And whichever one you feed is the one that wins. At time to time, you're going to think the war is over. You're going to think you've made it. Maybe you lost some weight. Maybe you made some money. Maybe you finally broke through one of your old walls. And then you relax. That's the trap. That's when the weak voice comes back louder than ever. If you did enough, you can chill now. That's why you see athletes who win championships and then fall off. That's why businessmen make millions and then lose it all. They thought the war ended. But the war with yourself never ends. You're either getting better or you get worse. There is no staying the same. That's why I wake up every morning ready to step into the ring with myself. Because if I don't fight, I lose. Period. This war is why I don't compare myself to other people. I don't give a fuck about competing with the next man. I'm not chasing someone else's idea of success. My competition is the version of me that wants to quit. Bpatient is that 300-pound coward who used to lie, quit, and hide from the truth. Beat him, I win. If I let him back in, I lose. That's how simple this shit is. And that's why most of you stay stuck. Because you're too busy comparing yourself to others when the real enemy is in the mirror. If you don't conquer yourself, it doesn't matter what else you accomplish. Bpatient, you destroy it. You'll burn it all down. From time to time, people ask me, when does it get easy? Never. That's the wrong fucking question. It's not supposed to get easy. You don't train for comfort, you train for war. You train for the days you do. Voices that you quit. That's where discipline comes in. That's why I say discipline is freedom. Because when you built discipline, you don't need inspiration. It's somebody cheering you on. Discipline makes you step into the fight every single day, whether you feel like it or not. That's how you win the war.
Hi, I'm Bill Boncometti, and I've helped over 8,000 every.
But die as they lived. Feet broken and wondering what could have been. Time to time, you've got to admit the hardest enemy you'll ever face doesn't live outside. It lives right here in your head. That inner big voice is always waiting. It's slick, it's quiet, simple. And it sounds like logic. You're tired, that's it. You've been grinding your early for it. You skip today, start fresh tomorrow. And if you're not careful, you believe it. That's why it's so dangerous, because it doesn't tell you to fail directly. It tells you comfort dressed up as common sense. And if you buy it, you start stacking losses disguised as reasonable decisions. That's how people stay average forever. Making small deals with that voice until they've given away their whole fucking life. I had to wake up to it. I wasn't losing because the world hated me. Losing because I kept obeying the weak voice inside my own skull. Time to time, people ask me, how do you silence it? You don't. You can't. That voice never shuts the fuck up. It's part of being human. The weak version of you will always have something to say. But here's the difference. To listen, you have to train yourself to recognize it and then ground it out with action. When the big voice says, stay in bed and throw the covers off and get up. When it says, quit, you go hard. When it says, don't do it, you do it hard. That's how you beat it. Hopefully it goes away. I started with this. Every time you obey, it goes strong. Every time you disobey, that's how you shift your balance. This lesson in the upwards way. It happened when I was 300 pounds, hiding from life.
Walaikum
Lying
salam,
about everything.
Samadi.
The bitch voice was my best
Welcome,
friend.
welcome to the chat, brother.
It told me to eat donuts, to watch TV,
Yes, sir.
the mirror.
It's for chest exercises.
felt
Definitely
focus, and then told
Would
me
be
to stay
a
nobody
good thing to pick up from Amazon.
every day.
It's like probably on
That's
sale
how I got
now,
fat,
but
insecure, weak, and broken.
it's usually around like 30
That's how I
something
was
dollars.
in life. One day I finally got the pattern. It
And
wasn't,
it'll definitely help you with like a 15
it wasn't genetic,
you know,
it was
minute
my upbringing.
workout if you
It
wanted
was me
to.
listening to the same weak ass whisper
So,
every day until it
yeah.
became a reality.
Yep.
I
That's
realized
my
that I
third
got pissed. I decided
round
I
on
wasn't
those, but
gonna
I'm
do
gonna
it.
start my push up and everything like that. So,
Time to time you get confused because the bitch voice doesn't always sound right.
yeah.
It tells you rest is smart, food is fuel, comfort is healing. But deep down, you know what it's like. You know when it's weakness disguised as logic. That's why honesty is so important. I had to start calling myself out. Stop lying. You're not tired, you're lazy. You're not hurt, you're avoiding pain. You don't need rest, you need discipline. That's the inner dialogue I had to develop. A little honesty. No sugarcoat. Because the bitch voice feeds on your lies. The moment you tell the truth, it loses power. That's why most people never beat it. You'd rather lie to themselves than face the pain of the truth. And here's the thing. Killing the bitch voice is not a
Appreciate that, Bryce.
It's a daily fucking beating. It's like a street fight you have every morning. You don't stab it once and walk away. You wake up and stomp it into the ground again and again. And the stronger you get, the trickier it gets. When I was weak, it told me to stay fat. Now that I'm strong, it tells me to relax because I've done enough. More dangerous. Tempts you with your own success. That's why I never let my guard down. That's why I train every day.
Absolutely, mashallah.
Because the bitch voice is
Subhanallah.
always waiting for me to slip. And if I stop fighting, it wins. It's the raw truth. You're never free from it. You're never above it. You're never safe. But that's not bad news. That's the point. The bitch voice is the enemy that makes the savage possible. Without it, you wouldn't need to fight. Without it, you wouldn't grow. That's why I embrace it. Every time it whispers quit, I smile because that means it's time to go to war. That means I've got another chance to prove to myself who's in charge. Not the weak voice, not the
Stuck for the law.
The savage.
Stuck for
And
the
the
law.
more battles I win, the more I build the armor that nobody else
Absolutely, brother.
That's how you kill it. Not by
Absolutely.
wishing it gone, but by beating it down so relentlessly that it doesn't control you.
Appreciate that, brother.
Time to
I hope the same is for you, man.
With one big victory.
Hope the same for you.
You don't wake up one morning and run a marathon. It suddenly becomes bulletproof. That's not how this shit works. The way you build
This ain't easy. This right here.
Stacking small wins every single day. People don't get it.
You've been doing this.
They think wins are just
Build strength.
Paychecks. Nah, a win is anything that proves to your weak self that you're in charge. Waking up on time. Making your bed. That's a win.
I'd like to 50 jobs and not known replies until I did this and landed with a six-figure offer. First, I was just updating the same Word doc I've had since college, but nothing really worked. And what helped me was using resume.co. It made my resume clearer, more direct, and easier for hiring managers to actually rate. You get tips on wording, layout, and what to highlight. The templates are clean and built to pass resume filters. Now I got a six-figure job. I didn't change my background, I just used a resume that showed my value clearly and confidently. If you're aiming for a better job or better pay, start with your resume. Use resume.co and let me know if it helps you land your six-figure role too.
My natural response is no. I think I really haven't understood who I was.
Man, alhamdulillah, brother.
When I played, I had a sports psychologist.
Alhamdulillah.
How we lock in for performance, how we look at it as daily.
Mashallah.
So that was great. But
May
I
Allah
didn't have a psychologist
make it easy on you, brother.
able to kind of dig deep.
Make it easy on all of us.
Some of the things that
I'm working on my course.
that would
I just bought a course
need to beat this.
for
Man,
home health aid,
it's
just to make a little bit more money.
a lot of aspects of my childhood
So
growing up.
I'm trying to get a better job myself. So alhamdulillah, may Allah strengthen us mentally, physically, and spiritually, and help us to get to the opportunities that we ask for. May not be on our time, but it'll be on His time. Allahu Akbar.
Lacing up your shoes when you don't feel like it. Never win. Small win is a brick you add to the wall around your life. That wall is your armor. Without it, the bitch voice storms right in and takes over. In with it. You've got defenses strong enough to hold the line when life starts throwing punches. Time to time, people laugh when I say making your bed or shaving your head is a win. They think it's too small, too basic, too stupid to matter. But here's what they don't understand. Every time you do something you say you do, no matter how small you reinforce trust.
We'll stop at 5:30.
Most people have no self-respect because they break promises to themselves all day long.
Appreciate that, Noah. Appreciate you, Noah.
They say they'll work out.
Hit that like button.
They say they'll grind, then scroll on their phone. That shit destroys confidence. You can't respect someone who lies to you all the time. Or that includes yourself. So I flipped it. I started stacking wins I couldn't escape. Make the bed, keep the house clean, knock out the workout. Eat clean. These things built respect for myself. And once I had that, the weak voice had less room to speak. The armor, I'm not talking about some metaphor.
Appreciate that, boy. Appreciate it.
Battlefield, man. And time to time, you're going to get ambushed. Hit with bad news, setbacks, failure, shit you never saw coming. If you don't have armor, those hits
Appreciate you, man.
But if you
don't understand
wins, you've got layers.
How much I just appreciate, even
I start my day with
if it's only 5 of y'all, I appreciate y'all coming on here and showing love, man.
I'm already up 20 points.
It really helps me. I'm already driven by my own purpose,
The active lives get buried because they start the day
but
naked.
I'm even more
One bad call, one
driven
bad call, they're done.
by the inspiration
I put my armor on
that you
before
guys
I
get out of me. So, appreciate y'all,
Time
man.
to time, you got to stop looking for motivation.
W's for y'all.
Habits create momentum, and it's everything in this world. When you've got momentum, the savage voice is loud.
What's going on, Noah?
When you lose momentum, the bitch voice takes over. That's why I don't skip. Let myself slide. Because one skip win can break the chain. Suddenly, the bitch voice is back in charge. For that. Defend your momentum like your life depends on it. Because it does. And that's why stacking wins matters. Small things done consistently build massive momentum. And that momentum becomes a shield against weakness.
Life happens, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it's there for Gary when he moved and lost health.
That's how you build mental armor strong enough to carry you through the war storms. From time to time, I think back to the days when I had no armor. When I'd wake up late, skip workouts, eat like shit, and lie about everything. I was naked in war. Every insult crushed me. Every failure buried me. Every setback felt like the end of the world. I couldn't handle anything.
What's going on, Trinity?
Because I hadn't built any defenses. That's why.
Don't worry about it. People's attention span are so small, so it don't matter. It's okay. Sooner or later, they'll boomerang back.
It's about
It's
thriving.
okay.
I can take hits most people will crumble under.
Look, I'm not a black man chucking and jiving
and that's available to
and vibrating and gyrating, so I'm not getting all the attention. But that's okay.
It's not about
I'm all right with that.
Checking boxes. Building proof.
Sirs.
You can't.
Yes, sir.
Point to a mountain of winds and say,
That's my guy. I'm inspired by him.
Unshakable confidence.
That's what built my discipline. I'm telling you.
Real confidence built from evidence. And with that confidence, you become
The guy from Paradise Road.
You become someone who doesn't crumble under pressure. It's someone who doesn't back down from pain. It's someone who can take losses and keep moving. That's the savage mindset. Armor looks like. And you can't buy it. You can't fake it. You can't hack it. You earn it one small win at a time. Time to time, people ask me, why do you put yourself through so much pain? Why break your body? Why suffer on purpose? And that question shows me everything I need to know about them. Because they still believe pain is something to avoid. They think the goal of life is to get comfortable, to avoid discomfort, to protect themselves from struggle. This talk is a mission if you want to be great. You can't grow without it. You can't build callous hands or callous minds sitting on the couch. Every ounce of strength I've got, every shred of discipline, every layer of armor.
4 more minutes.
Without suffering, I'd still be that fat, insecure, lying kid. Pain isn't the enemy. It's the teacher, the trainer, the forge that burns away the bullshit and leaves only what's real.
See if I can do 30 of the short.
The body follows the mind. Pain is when the separation happens.
The half.
The second pain shows up.
Push up.
Strong minds lean into it. You know, that's
yeah, brother.
Begins. That's why I run in the cold. Why I push with broken legs. Why I grind when nobody's watching. Not because I love the pain itself, but because I love what it creates. Pain forces adaptation. Pain exposes your excuses. Pain reveals the truth about who you really are. You can talk all day about wanting to be great. You've been broken. You suffer.
The short ones, the half
Push
ones,
yourself to the point where
worse the
everything you
pecs.
hear is screaming stop and you keep going. You don't know
The
shit
long
about
ones,
this.
you know, how you get that in.
Time to time I see
What's
people
up?
chasing hacks, shortcuts, comfort zones. They want growth without the
Shouts out to you, brother. Get it in, man. Once you start,
That's why they stay out.
you ain't gonna want to stop because you're gonna get that pump. You're gonna feel that tightness.
You can read all the books, listen to all the podcasts, post all the motivational quotes you want. But if you're not putting yourself through pain, you're lying to yourself.
Shadow, I don't need to cheat on life,
You
man.
can't fake it. You've got to embrace it.
That's why I listen to David Goggins, brother.
And the more you do, the more you realize pain isn't punishment. Every time I suffer, I know I'm walking through the doorway to a stronger version of myself. From time to time, I hear people say, but pain breaks you. Yeah, it does. You have to break before you can rebuild. Tear down the weak version of yourself before you can construct the savage. My legs have been broken on purpose to realign my body. My mind has been broken by long runs, endless pull-ups, brutal training. But every time I broke, I built back stronger. That's the cycle. Break, rebuild stronger. Most people run from breaking because they think it's the end. They don't understand it's the beginning. Every breakdown I've had, every time I thought I couldn't take anymore, that's where the breakthrough was waiting. Pain doesn't stop you unless you quit. Pain shapes you if you keep moving. As most of you treat pain like an emergency. The second you feel discomfort and panic, something's wrong. Stop. I can't handle this. That's weakness. Pain is supposed to be there.
Let me see if I can get these
It's a
off.
price tag on growth. When I'm running 100 miles and my body is screaming, the real work begins. Studying for hours and my brain feels fried, that's where I push harder. Because I know every second I spend in pain, the brick in the wall I'm building. That's another layer of armor. That's another level of respect for myself. Pain doesn't mean stop. It means go deeper. It means you're exactly where you need to be. Time to time you're going to wish there was another way. I wished it too. I wanted an easier path, some shortcut to greatness. But there isn't. Pain is universal. Nobody escapes it. You either suffer from discipline or you suffer from regret. You either pay the price now or you pay it later with interest. And regret is the heaviest pain of all. That's why I choose to suffer. That's why I go out fighting instead of waiting for life to hand it to me. Because if I'm going to suffer, I want it to count.
Hit that like button, y'all.
I want it to carve me into something unbreakable.
Hit that like
That's why I
button.
say pain is the gateway.
Triple dub, man. First time coming into the chat. Appreciate you, big brother. I appreciate you, bro. More than you know to come in this chat.
You think you've gone as far as you can go. Your body is screaming, your mind is begging. Everything in you says stop. That's where most people quit. That's where 99% of the world taps out and goes back to comfort.
Timmy O, blessings to you.
You're only at 40%.
No luck, that's blessings. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you, brother. You're going to do well at that interview. Just sell yourself, man. Know your worth and sell yourself, brother.
You can tell yourself,
okay?
I'm not done. I've got more. And then you dig.
That's what he wants. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to do. He wants you to know who you are. Go in there like it's your last. Don't care about it, what everybody else thinks. It's what you think about yourself.
Your body isn't the problem. Your mind is.
Your opinion matters. Nobody else's opinion matters.
The governor in your head is what's stopping you.
So Tammy O,
not your muscles, not your lungs, not your
Timmy O,
cars come with governors that stop them from going past a certain
keep going.
The engine can go faster, but the governor cuts it off.
Keep
Say
going,
you
brother.
ran. It was there, but your mind shuts it down at 40%.
We all winning, bro.
Trying to protect
That just
others,
made me want to do some more
but you're not
push-ups.
dying.
Triple dub.
And if you can push past that,
I'm just doing push-ups right now.
Time to time I had to test this rule myself. Running ultra marathons when I wasn't ready, doing thousands of pull-ups.
Yeah, something like that. But I also do these. Also use this to get that chest pump.
I wanted to see if the 40% rule was real. And every time I found out it was. Every time I thought I was finished, I finished. And there was more. It wasn't magic. It wasn't talent. It was me refusing to listen to the government. It was me saying, fuck this, I know there's more in me. Every time I went past that false limit, I discovered a new version of myself. That's the process.
And that work out the chest.
That's how you find out who the fuck you really are. Time to time people think the 40% rule is just about running farther or lifting heavier.
And you go in.
It's not. It applies
go
to
in
every
with
area
these.
of your life. School, work, relationships, discipline. It's all the same. When you think you've given everything at your job, you've got more. When you think you've studied enough, you've got more. When you think you've loved your family the best you can, you've got more. The limit you feel isn't real. Your mind plays to keep you safe. And if you buy into it, you stay stuck at 40% for your entire life. That's why most people never reach their potential. They never learn to override the governor.
It's strength.
They live and die in the safe zone, never
Fitness.
going past it.
And muscle growth.
True, man.
For sure. I notice when I consistently go in with the push-ups,
It feels like you
my arms get big.
Your body rebels, your mind screams, your emotions crash.
Chest not so much, but
That's the toll booth.
the more I eat protein, I'll be better.
Discomfort.
Hey,
Here's the toll.
Haynes, man.
On the other side, there's freedom.
Hurts. I'm calling you Haynes. Hurts. What's up, brother?
There's pride in yourself.
Shouts out to you coming up in this chat, man.
Keep going back to the well.
Making me want to do some more push-ups. That's how I get it.
Because I love the suffering, but because I love what's waiting past it. The 40% rule isn't about pain. It's about possibility.
Let's get this in
It's
too.
about finding the version of you that only shows up when you refuse to.
All is well, brother. All is well.
One time I think about how many
Can't
people
complain,
died
man.
without ever knowing their true
Ain't gonna
capacity.
do us no good.
They think they maxed out, but they were.
We gotta push for more. You know what I mean?
Full of wasted potential. Full of people who quit at 40%, who never pushed, who never found out. I refuse to live like that. I refuse to leave this world without knowing how far I can go. That's why I push. That's why I break my body. That's why I test my mind. But there's always no, and the only way to find it is to keep digging past the cover. That's the 40% rule. And if you live by it, you'll shock yourself with what you can do. But if you ignore it, you'll die without ever knowing who the fuck you could have been. Every time people see me cussing, pushing, grinding, and they think I'm just a big ass machine. They think the savage life is about shutting off emotion, about never showing weakness, about pretending nothing can touch you. That's bullshit. The truth is, the savage is built on vulnerability. You don't become strong by hiding your weakness. You become strong by facing it head on. Talk openly about being fat, insecure, abused, bullied, and lazy. That's why I admit to lying, quitting, and being terrified. Because that was me. And the more I denied it,
Yeah, that's for sure. Triple
the
dub.
moment I started admitting,
I think I'm gonna start
the
doing
moment I
that.
started being vulnerable with myself and others, I took its power away.
I'm gonna definitely start doing
Vulnerability
that.
isn't weakness. It's the foundation of real strength. Time to time, people hide behind masks. They put on the tough act, the confident act, the successful act.
Parthy,
Nice, talk smooth, post motivation.
I got you, brother. I've been on here long doing some push-ups, so I'm gonna definitely do some on my feet for you. I've been doing them, but I just
And that's the fastest way to stay.
that's also effective as well.
Every
So
lie you tell yourself is another
I
chain
got
lock
you,
in
brother.
place. You can't
Shouts out to
build
you,
a false
Parthy.
version of yourself. You can't build armor on top of bullshit. You've got to strip it down, admit the truth, and deal with it. That's why vulnerability is power. It forces you to face the raw, ugly reality instead of living in fantasy. You face it, you can finally start changing.
Business owners make an average of $76 per hour, according to a recent survey by QuickBooks. That's right. If you're willing to learn how to use a free program called QuickBooks,
Time to time I go back to the mirror drill.
I got you. I got
Standing
you.
in front of the mirror and calling myself out. You're fat. You're lazy. You're insecure. You're lying to yourself. Vulnerability. That's raw honesty. People can't handle it. They'd rather keep scrolling, keep distracting, keep pretending. When you have the guts to stand there and admit everything you don't want to admit, something shifts. You stop running, hiding. You put the truth on the table and then you can do something about it. That's why the mirror is one of the most powerful tools I've ever used. Forces vulnerability, and vulnerability builds accountability, and accountability builds strength. Time to time I hear people say, but if I admit I'm weak, won't people judge me? Won't they
Appreciate
think
it.
less of me? Yeah, maybe. And who gives a fuck? People are going to judge you anyway. They're going to
Appreciate that. It hurts.
The only opinion that matters is the one you have about yourself. And if you're lying to yourself, you're already
Shoot, I've been going for these last
about the world.
maybe
It's
30
about
minutes.
you. It's about looking yourself
35
in the eye and saying,
minutes.
this is who I am and this is who I refuse to stay. That's where real confidence comes from. Not pretending. Not faking. Nobody can take away from you. And time to time,
Let's get a little bit of these.
maybe you're scared. And I'll be real, I get scared. I get nervous before speaking. I remember being a kid who stuttered on stage, who froze in front of a classroom. That fear never left. I still feel it. But
I haven't
instead of
did
hiding,
these yet.
I use it, I admit it, and then I attack it. That's vulnerability turned into fuel. Because when you admit you're afraid, you take control of the fear. When you deny it, it controls you. Same with shame. The same with insecurity. You want to kill it, shine a light on it, drag it into the open. Vulnerability exposes the weakness so you can finally destroy it. Truth, man. Time to time vulnerability hurts. It feels like tearing your skin off. It feels like humiliation. But it's the only way to transform. Because you can't fight an enemy you refuse to acknowledge. You can't kill the weak version of yourself if you keep pretending he doesn't exist. Put all my shit out there. That's why I don't hide from my story. Because the moment you start saying, yeah, I was fat, I was broken, I was weak, I was a liar, you take its power away. You own it. And once you own it, it can't own you anymore. That's the power of vulnerability. It's not weakness.
Will do, brother.
I was your greatest weapon.
Will do. I got my water over here now.
Sometimes I look around and I see people living at 70%. They've got a decent job, a decent body, a decent family, a decent life. And they convince themselves that's enough. They say, I'm doing good, I don't need more. But here's the truth.
So this right here
Dangerous place you can live because
is for the chest.
you're not suffering enough to change.
So,
You're not fulfilled enough to feel.
I know y'all haven't been in here, so I was always seeing this on my shorts. Every time I was scanning, I would see something like this. And it stood out to me because I don't ever have time to go to the gym. And also, I got dumbbells, but I just feel like I don't have a lot of workouts. So with this, you can do a lot with your chest. You can even do your shoulders. Right? You could do your shoulders with it. Here. You can go. I've showed this one where you can go on the upper part. Boom. Boom. And then you can go here for the pecs. Boom. Boom. And then you can go bottom. Bottom.
Bleed and suffer chasing 100% that's live safe at 7%.
You can go here.
100%.
Boom. Boom.
I fail, I die knowing I
Boom. So
7%.
I do 30 of those. And I do 3 sets of 30 for that. And then you can also just do the whole chest with the top like this. 3, 4.
I appreciate everyone else's blessing. But gratitude doesn't mean stop working. Gratitude doesn't mean
This builds a big chest.
if anything, real
So
gratitude
triple
means
dub.
every ounce of your potential before
Sometimes I don't have to go
because wasting your gift
and
you weren't put here to coast.
sometimes I don't have to go and use
You were put here
bench
to
press
yourself, chasing the
because I got this. This actually did some wonders for my
That's
chest.
the life you can get.
So
That's honoring the
I do
days
30. It's hard. I stop like
and the
maybe
chance
like
you
5
got
seconds. I go back because
time to
you want
time
to keep
tell people
going.
God gives.
Consistency,
Not everyone wants to go
and
there.
you got to be
And that's
efficient.
fine. But don't
And
lie
make
to
sure
yourself.
your form is
If you're
right.
content with average only,
So
you say, I don't want more. I'm okay dying with potential left in me.
it really helps. And it
And
helps
you
the
feel like
arms
going
too.
to
So
God saying you've got
you
more
can,
than
when you
stuff
doing
to do.
knees,
Because
when
it's
you
normal.
doing knees, you can go here
That's why you
and
feel
it work
restless.
the arms. You can see how it
That's
work
why
the
you feel
arms.
anxious. That's why you feel like something's missing. It's not
So
it's not bad luck.
I like it.
It's true screaming inside you.
It does a lot for the whole part of the upper body.
And until you listen,
You know what I mean? Push-ups also, I didn't know what push-ups can
you'll
help
never feel lost.
slim this down right here. I didn't know all that, but I do want to add more ab workouts into my my thing too, but I have to do a lot of walking,
100%.
because I heard, like, you know, if you do like 10,000 steps,
Marathons and making millions.
you can
It's about giving everything you got to whatever you're doing.
you can lose some weight.
If
So
you're training,
yeah,
just leave
let
it
me
alone.
answer y'all questions, bro.
If you're with your family, being
See
fully
what y'all
present,
got going on.
no distractions. Building a business is pushing until there's nothing left. 100% means no half-assing, no holding back, no saving energy for later. It means burning yourself out in the pursuit of greatness and then waking up tomorrow to do it again.
I could, you know what, tripled up. I could just, you know, do some weight
Not
training.
from comfort, but from knowing you empty the tank every day.
You know, maybe go to the
Brutal truth, man.
to the
Time chasing 100% will break you.
go to the gym and go do some bench presses as
You
well.
don't want to quit.
That'll definitely help as well, you know, inclines
The
and
alternative
stuff
is
like
safer,
that.
easier,
But
it's empty.
it definitely helps me,
I'd rather
man.
die
Push-ups
chasing
can help you
100% than lie
as well.
thinking
I'm
60%.
really not trying to be big,
Because it's 70%.
but at my height and my size,
100%.
I do want to be a little bit of a healthy size.
And when the end comes.
You know what I
And
mean?
it's coming for
So
all of us.
it helps me
Back and know I didn't hold
with
it
what
back.
I want. You know what I mean?
I want to know I gave it all. Difference between living and that's why I say 70% is death. 100% is life.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting one.
Time to
So the
time,
way
people
my
ask me,
hallway is set up, I could put one
some training programs,
to where it could
diets,
connect
hacks, and magical routines.
to the wall.
They want the surface level shit because that's easier to copy. But the truth is, none of that matters.
Hey y'all, welcome to the chat, brother.
In your mind is
Hit
because
that like button, brother.
you do.
So
If your
I'm
mind
probably
is
going to
thinking
invest
about
in
how
one,
your body is,
because I do want to get a
it
treadmill
doesn't matter
that I
how
can
much
walk
tech you
on
got,
and get my steps
how much
in.
money you
I
make,
also
how
want
much
to go
power you
out
have.
and
The weak mind will sabotage
and
you.
on the trail and do my
When you
walks
master your
too.
mind
But
and you learn
I
how it
do
works,
want to get one
what breaks it, what
where I
breaks
can start
it, fuels
getting
it,
in my
taking care of
athletics
everything
for
else.
real. Because I used to have one at my old
That's
apartment,
your mind.
and I'll be doing my ab
Your
workouts
career,
and my,
relationships, your whole
you know,
fucking
hanging on the bar. Just
Time
want
to
to get
time
that
out.
back piece to get
Most people don't
strong.
even know your own mind. You've been living
Yeah,
with
I
your
used to
mind.
do
You
weight
never
training.
You
My
don't know
brother,
how it reacts to stress. You don't
he
know the
actually
triggers your fear,
lifts,
excuses,
like, he
love,
big. It's a
what
big
body
guy.
tells.
He lifts
And
a
because
lot
you
of
don't know
weights, and I used to work out
Right.
with him.
That's why you
When I
keep
was in
going.
high school, I went and I did weight
Fall
training,
back into old
so I
habits.
worked out a lot.
Your mind is playing
And then for a minute,
and you don't even realize.
years ago, I
I
used to go
learned
and do
this
workouts,
the hard way.
but
I
now
had to sit with my thoughts.
I haven't
watch
did it
them
in a
react
while.
to pain,
But I believe I
to
can
fear,
still
to
do
shame.
it. You know,
I had to study the patterns
I
until
believe
knew
I
them better
can.
than they knew me.
So
That's when I started gaining control.
let me turn this down so
That's when I flipped the script.
we can chat, bro.
From time to time, people think mastering the mind means making it
Talking
soft, making it
over
positive.
David Goggins is getting annoying. But yeah, that's usually what I be doing. That's usually what I do. So I ain't even. But I think I may come may go up on your offer, brother, and try to do a little bit more weight training. I do have dumbbells as well, so I can start doing my, you know, my inclines, my workouts. But like I said, I just want to tone up. My arms get big, my shoulders, you know, get my traps right. I know some workouts that I could do to get my traps going and, 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 so Yeah, I had a guy that I used to work out with too. He was pretty big on workout, and he was actually a trainer as well. Um, and he told me that, you know, with my the way I'm built, I could be I could look a little bit more bigger. You know, with my I have potential to have bigger arms and bigger, you know, bigger torso. I think you would look like a beast if you. Yeah, yeah, definitely, brother. You used to work out or date. Talking about yeah, yeah, I appreciate that triple dub. It's more that I can do, so more I can do. I ain't worried about it. Already in here. Um, let me see what time it is. I'm going to wait, what time is it? Okay. So in about like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm gonna get up out of here so I can go and, you know, get my shower in. But y'all already know tonight we getting it in on the session, and a good session, and we might get a lot of other people in that chat too. But if y'all willing to yeah, I'm about to do guzzle. I think that's what it's called, guzzle. I'm probably gonna be doing that. So, but yeah, yeah. If you new to the chat, man, I just got to doing my workouts. I do my workouts around like 4:30, 5 o'clock. The latest about 5:45 because I have to do my third prayer. But hit that like button, and you'll be able to see when I come live and do things like this again. And then I do shots out too. So I'll shout you out. And any question you got, man, I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. And yeah, uh, Triple Dub, I appreciate you on some of that advice. Um, it's only been like weeks, you know, like a couple of weeks of me doing like push-ups and stuff. So I'm getting there, man. The next live is gonna be probably, I would say, um, I'm probably gonna say the last maybe like 7:15, 7:30. It'll probably be 7:15 or 7:30. Appreciate you, Hertz. I hope to see you in the next live, and all my other brothers and sisters as well. And yeah, yeah, we inviting non-Muslims as well. So uh, we definitely gonna be inviting non-Muslims. If you ain't a troll and you ain't a trolley, you can come on in. You know what I mean? It's all about it's all about being genuine and connecting with your people. So, yep, let's get it. I appreciate y'all. We definitely gonna we're going up from here. So ain't no way, ain't no how. Only purpose is you. Peace for XV. What he talking about? All right, y'all, man. I'll see y'all in the next one. You said I'm learning Urdu to troll Hassad. Oh, man. Y'all finna get the dude. That's crazy. Well, I'll see y'all in the next one, all right? Peace and blessings. You want to do that? You could do that.